Hi guys, this is Mauro from the Daring Ones. We're gonna go to the backhand volley. I invite you to check my forehand volley video. We just went through that. It's pretty good. It has some tips that will help you for sure. And well, this time I want to go for the one-handed forehand volley. Okay. One important, just to start, one important thing on this is, again, like I mentioned on the forehand volley, is you want to pay attention to your arm. You don't want to be too tense. Every time, whenever you step on the tennis court, the first thing you got to do is you got to make sure that you're relaxed. I see a lot of people that they hit, as soon as they start hitting, they look too tense. I have seen people that, especially on the two-handed backhand, when they start hitting, instead of looking just like doing simple, that the arms look working like a rubber there, they look kind of shoveling. They too tense here. You gotta relax. You gotta relax your body, so it can work like a whip. It can hit harder, you know, and plus it can prevent any injuries to your muscles. Okay, so now first thing on the backhand, we see the ball coming. All right, you want to work with the left. If you're a righty, when you bring the racket to the backhand, this is the left arm, the left hand working. Okay, coming here, you see the ball, and you want to do this one. This is the one that puts a racket, shows it right away to the ball there. Coming, look, the racket, my arm and my grip is relaxed here. Okay, my chest is always gonna point more or less towards the racket. You don't want to overdo it here, or you don't want to keep your chest pointing forward. Careful with that. So just turn, relax here, put the racket in the path of the ball. Now, when you volley, you know, a lot of people volley and they go tip of the racket and grip together. That is not going to give you a solid, firm shot, and it's not going to be easier to hit the ball clean with the center, solid shots here. What you want to do is usually ball coming, see, racket ready here, and you want to lean back a little bit here. You always want to try to go first with the grip. You want to feel like you're bowling more with this part of the racket, not with this. So the ball is coming, relax, releases here, and you want to go first with the lower part of the grip whenever possible. I always gonna try to volley keeping the head of the racket above my grip. A lot of people do that. You don't want to do that. V formation here. You try to keep the head of the racket. You're gonna cock this wrist. It feels like that at first, you know, head of the racket here, let it go. Second thing, a lot of people they go kind of that way when they volley. You know, you want to feel more like hits, more like the elbow, like you're gonna elbow there. Okay, it feels more like a swing here, coming in from the outside. Racket coming, and I kind of brush, carry the ball. You don't want to feel that you hit. You don't want to feel that you barely touch that ball and it goes. The more you carry that ball on your strings, the more control, the more pace, the more direction. I mean, not pace, but the more direction that you're gonna give and the more depth you're gonna give to that ball. So you wanna feel more like you're ready here, carry that ball. When the ball is coming fast, you just prepare, boom, short, freeze it there right away at the moment of contact. Okay, that's one thing that I like to do also on my forehand. When I see the ball coming, the moment I make contact, I want to freeze my upper body. My lower body moves with the legs. You want to volley with the legs, always ready here, coming, and you step forward on that one. Now, when you make contact there, what you want to feel is you're showing the racket, you have the grip. You know, the grip can be continental, a little more, a little less. I like the continental, not too much to the forehand, to scoop, a little less so I can work on both sides. It's pretty much like holding a hammer, you know, but in tennis, the grips, guys, and the ground strokes, the swings, those are not one size fits all. You pretty much have to customize your shot. Okay, I can go a little more this way, I feel better a little more this way. You can get the basics, but in the end, you have to know what is gonna work for you. You gotta find it, a little more, a little less, okay? So I got my grip there, show the racket coming, I step, I wanna go with my legs. And the moment I make contact, a lot of people hit and they look at the ball. And that's the reason why many times they miss hit. You know, what you wanna do is, when you see the ball coming, you look at the path of the ball, you follow it, you make contact, and you gotta end up looking at the background for a split second. you want to focus more on making solid, clean contact with the ball. More than 95% of the times, if you hit the ball solid, the shot's gonna go good. You don't really want to think where you're gonna go. Usually the ball is gonna go that way, so don't give it too many instructions. You gotta focus on your eyes, which is looking at the ball, coming, boom. Splits, I look at the background, then I look away, okay? So when I see the ball coming, what I wanna do is I lean there towards the ball, I make contact, and the moment I make contact, I wanna say freeze. So my head stays where I am, I don't wanna follow it, and second one, I don't go for the long swing that a lot of people do. They go down this way, or they go down that way, or they go that way and they extend. You don't wanna do that. So practice a freeze technique coming, freeze there, and you're ready, okay? If the ball is a ball that is sitting there and you can go harder, well, you can go longer with the swing. Now, you don't want to ever go with a swing like that. Again, you try to keep the V formation, boom, that's my direction, going, kind of carrying that ball and still going. My racket ends up kind of pointing towards the direction where the ball is going, and look at the tray here. This is something that is going to help you. This is something that is going to help you, especially on the low balls. You want to try it again. You want to try to volley always with the head of the racket, the tip above the grip level. On the low balls, you want to do the same thing. You don't want to volley like that. You want to get down. Try to keep at least the grip aligned with the head of the racket there, and carry, scoop it up. The head still is very important. The freeze thing is very important, guys. That's going to help you a lot, especially hitting solid. At first, many times, you're gonna start feeling like I'm hitting solid, but my shots are still flying out or hitting it or something. As well as you hit the ball solid, keep practicing, you know, and in no time you're gonna notice that your shots are gonna go in. That's one thing that you can focus pretty much on every shot in tennis. Focus on hitting solid. Keep your head still, end up looking at the background, then look at the ball. Hitting solid is usually gonna make your shots go in. So on the backhand, you know, you're coming here, volley, you lean forward, you're finished there, keep your head still and eyes on the ball, okay? All right, guys, I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time.